My name is Javed Qazi. I'm the most younger, of all his 10 daughters and sons. All didn't, one way or the other, come into politics directly or indirectly. So I've been interested in politics. I saw my father from very close. And in those days, when he was old. So Qazi Faiz Mohammad was senior vice president of Awami League, and he then basically he was in Sayyid Shurwardi's party. He joined it back in 51, 50. And if we go older than that, 1940 he came to this 43. He came to East Bengal or Bengal, Indian Bengal, and there was a famine. He was Kaksar. He was in Kaksar movement, and he Alama Mashraki was the chief of that Kaksari movement. So he took a team of his and came, and then he took 20 children from here. And the famine starved, grown up, and little small babies. And then my mama used to say I had to take care of that 20 children. That is our village, Halani. At that time, my father was in Halani. Out of the 20 children, rest of all went, but two girls remained with us. So we adopted them. They were our, sisters like, and they married. They're very much part of that. One of them has died probably recently. Then he was in Awami League. Pakistan came into existence. And in 1954-55, somewhere, Surwardi sent to or something like that, he was supporting American policies, and partly foreign policy was not clear. So my father went very annoyed in that. He gave up the party. Then he joined NAP with Vaishani and everyone. They came Dhaka, they formed NAP, and in that, during making NAP, there was some problem, Ulla Gulla, that happened. Then again, my father joined 1967 Awami League, the Kamal Zama, taking the message of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Bangabandhu, that you join Awami League. Sheikh Mujib was following this man, observing this man from day one. And he had to make alliance with mainstream Sindhi nationalist forces. There was Hadr Jim Sayyid, there was Haider Bakhsh Jatoi, and there was Qazi Faiz Mohammad, the three known figures of Sindhi nationalist movement. My father was also in peasant movements, emancipation of peasants. If there are 3-4 great movements of Sindh, like MRD movement, one cannot forget Hari Allati movement. Hari we say to peasant, farmer. So the lands due to Sakhar Barrage, that was a new engineering project, 1930. It created a great amount of irrigable land. So they were arguing that these lands should go to farmers instead of feudal lords. And that movement, he was there. Bangabandhu was seeing it. And 55, he was probably member parliament Sheikh Mujib. My father contested against the chief minister Ayub Khoro. Nobody had dared to stand against Ayub Khoro. Ayub Khoro became chief minister first, then the constituency was vacated for him to contest from him. No one had courage to stand. So this one, Qazi Faiz Mohammad, had a courage to stand. They got him out of that election office, ejected him, and made him to sit on that lorry and truck of police. He was thrown at miles away from that very place. By the time he again reached back, the time was over to file nomination papers. So Bangabandhu was the one who spoke in the parliament like anything. This is Khoro's doing, Khoro's doing. So there was some relationship in that. And he joined in 67, but he had one condition for Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib: if you fulfill this condition, if you stand by us, that one unit they should be removed. So Bangabandhu in principle agreed that I am with Sindhi movement to remove this one unit. One unit part was very simple: how to keep these Bengalis at pack, because if we become 4, they become 1. They are 1, naturally 1, and everything is 1. Then where do we stand? So they wanted to say, if you are a unit, so are we. Okay, the philosophy was, the principle behind was very Machiavellian, that to keep this, far from power, from day one, from 1947, this thing was there. And one unit movement, we are Sindhis. We are Sindhis from thousand years. Your history is not that old as ours if we see it. Because Dravidians, if they are Dravidians, their origin is in Mohenjo-daro. So Bengalis and the South East Indians. So you are making us into get into that all scheme of Nadir Shah and everyone. So there was some nationalist sort of our own narrative based on very objective facts. So we were against it. But the Sindh is basically feudal in nature. It's not like Bengal middle class and just little different. There was a vast difference. Poor farmers, peasants, and there was a feudal class. Pre-partition Sindh is that there is a middle class Hindu, but this feudal had a contradiction with them. So feudal always is for power, to keep farmers under his thumb. And whosoever will go to farm government and come in power, feudal will submit before that power. So that resistance was not given by the feudals of Sindh, including Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and his team of feudals, all that. The title of Sindhi and Sindhi being is vested with Sindhi nationalists, not feudals. Fortunately, my land has not evolved that much in terms of economic mode of production. But the title of land is with people of Sindhi nationalists. They were with Bangabandhu. They were with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. They were with Awami League. That Baloch nationalists and Pakhtun nationalists were in NAIP. They were supporting Bangabandhu, but from, just orbiting around him, but they were not in principle with him. And I've been anchor. They asked in my interview from Khairbakhsh Murray. My father used to say that Khairbakhsh Murray, you guys were quite passive at that time in supporting Bengalis. Were you? He said, yes, we were. And I confess it. But Qazi Sahib, having said that, we inside the party, Baloch nationalists, were arguing too much on that. So these Qazi Faiz Mohammad and these middle class people were fighting like anything. In 1970, we grown up a lot in our nationalism. So we gave a good resistance to it. Even we had this Bengali movement with us. So we were very happy to see Bengal is crying, it's our cry. My father used to say, it's our cry. We have to stand by Sheikh Mujib. He is going to give us freedom. He is going to give us everything. Bhutto is fraud. Bhutto is going to destroy us. So that one unit movement, the one unit is there. They made it under the law and legally that we have won, but we were never won. Headquarters is Lahore. We have to all the time move to Lahore, thousands of miles to Lahore to plea over any case, one way or the other. There were a lot of troubles that were coming. And all my people's quota, remote people's quota, was also taken away by them. So we stood nowhere. The movement that one unit made nationalism, that one unit itself is the creation of Sindhi nationalism. Sindhi nationalism was never separatist before, like Bengali nationalism was never separatist before. It was a nationalism, healthy nationalism. It should be there. My people's right is there. So that was Qazi Faiz's argument. Same was G.M. Sayyid's argument. Same was Haider Bajjatoi's argument. In that one unit, and that one unit got us close to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Awami League. But again, there were few people in Sindh. They were arguing, they were saying Sheikh Mujib was good, but they were not joining Sheikh Mujib. They were afraid that Sheikh Mujib is a trouble, he's going to go into a trouble. We will not. My father said, no, way man, we have to join to him. So there's a lot of investment of my father in Sindh. My father put all his political history and everything in Awami League. He said, if Awami League comes, we're really going to win a freedom. Everyone in West Pakistan, oppressed people, oppressed classes, will win freedom. So that's how we entered into Awami League after, my father So Banga Bandhu got us that when you go down, my father went on hunger strike. He was on fast unto death for 20 days with the students. Nobody was going to. Students said that voters be made in Sindhi and break the one unit. I mean, my father went on hunger strike on a footpath with them, senior vice president of Awami League. Then that movement became a big one. You see, after 720 days, police came and they destroyed where they were having that. They were got into jail. My father was on hunger strike. Doctor came. He saw this man is now in trouble. They got him to hospital. Bhutto came even. He was the foreign minister. Yaya sent to Bhutto in Hyderabad jail to make them please agree. My father, unless I hear from my ears, he said, we are breaking one unit. We are. The movement was, it's not overnight movement. It was a movement was basically Banga Bandhus and people of Bengal that were giving strength to us. Movements doesn't make their power and impetus overnight. There is accumulation of all labor and that was the right time to make even hunger strike. So he was in hospital, and they have Kamarzamas later, original copies I have given to this government, where they think we are worried, Kaisa, please come out of that, because your life is very important, struggle is on, don't go mad, hold on. And even Banga Bandhu made Sheikh Mujib, my vice president is dying there. So we are worried that it's going, because you guys haven't had that much personal issue. Issue was of principle that the other oppressed nation, and that of course Bengali were definitely wanting that Baloch join them, Sindhis join them, Pakhtuns join them. So what if people of Punjab are not joining them? Bhutto was a great hurdle for that, because Bhutto was equally popular in Sindh. That was announced on radio that one unit has been broken, and my father then in morning said, I will keep on till morning, this fast. Then he prayed. He had a habit of praying every morning, and he was a very, very secular. His every novel is full of that. He had written 3 novels. 2 are his novel on partition, 1947 partition, and that is on very secularism. That is the sense of that your religion is your, my religion is mine. Because that religion killed us like anything. It mixed up with, our Muslims issue, because there was a Muslim issue with Hindus at that time. There was exploitation of Hindu with Muslim, but that doesn't mean that we were talking about Islamic and all that to become Islamic republics. We wanted rights, because there was exploitation on a religion ground with us. So it never, my father was trying to cut out that please now, stop it. Banga Bandhu was doing also that same thing, that what we are fighting for Muslim, but we want secular Muslim state. Sheikh Mujib came to Nawab Shah, 1969, 70. I went, there was a car, I was another car, my sister was with me, and same habit my father had. I used to keep us close to these events. And Sheikh Mujib came. We went, took him to home, and then when he was addressing Jalsa, I was on his left, one left. My other sister was here. GM Said was sitting this side, and Banga Bandhu gave a speech in broken Urdu of him, and he said that somebody from Chittagong is Commissioner Chittagong. I remember that went into my ears too. Commissioner Chittagong is writing on postcard to Sialkot that there is a post vacant here of a manual fan operator, Delhi. So come and take the post. So then Banga Bandhu says that I asked from you, are the Bengalis so incompetent they cannot even, this Delhi cannot be operated by them? So, and my father contested 1970 on a Awami League seat, only candidate from Sindh. I remember Bhutto came even. No, I'm sure. Bhutto was a very, very good friend of my father also. But my father had principles. Out of these nationalists, GM Sayyid, everyone emotional against Bhutto. My father said, no, we can meet, we can talk Bhutto. We understand Bhutto, let's talk to Bhutto. And in 1954, Bhutto said, Kaisa, which party should I join when he was a young lawyer? My father said, seeing your everything, he's written an autobiography. I'm just telling you the things of his autobiography to you. So everything, I mean, in a way, is full of evidences to his narration. I said to him that should I join Awami League, Survadi's party? He is looking at your style and everything. This party is not for you, Bhutto. You go into some other party. So Bhutto came in 1970. Nobody was ready to even be a host of Bhutto at that time. 68, I remember. He came twice. He came in Bhutto, Mir Mustalpur, Survadi's party's president, now in People's Party. My father was General Secretary, Sindh and Shahi Survadi's party at that time. So they came now, Absha. My father, you can come. Because he was against Ayub Khan at that time. Jatoi, everyone, they all ran away. Nobody was there except Qazi Faiz Mohammad, Awami League and Qazi Faiz Mohammad. And Bhutto was staying at the house of Awami. He had a great desire to get Qazi Faiz Mohammad into. Because Qazi Faiz Mohammad was a soft, ethical, decent, cultured aspect of Sindhi nationalists. So if he joins People's Party, then you see he is winning quasi kind of Sindhi nationalism. But again, where my father will stand? People say, hell with you, Qazi Faiz Mohammad. You are a collaborator. So nationalism was very clear on Bhutto. So anyway, when in 1970 he contested, again Bhutto came. Bhutto said, give up, Sheikh Mujib, I'm giving you this seat. My candidate, Hakim Ali Zardari, will withdraw from the seat. He stayed a night with us. And my father said, if I'm going to join your party, Bhutto, Mujib will say there was one Sindhi I trusted. I will not give my trust this way. I mean, this is how diplomatically one can argue. So anyway, my father contested, he lost election terribly. And then Bangladesh came into existence also. I'm getting out of that event. My father and Sindhi nationalism went depressed. For you it was a freedom, for us it was a deprivation. We were captives. I mean, maybe I'm thinking different. I'm telling you the times and spaces and circumstances, the truth how it was for my father. They had a lot of everything, hope in Mujib. In election, his slogan was, don't give vote to Bhutto. Give vote to Mujib. He will give us provincial autonomy. He will give us freedom. Hey, Sindhis, this is the man you have to trust, not Bhutto. And I was in that jeep also when Hakim Ali Zardari got some buddies to throw stones on our jeep. His campaigning. Dogs and everything used to be pushed against Qazi Faiz. These are matter of record. So anyway, he lost election in 1970. He again thought democracy is working. Let's give a chance to democracy. There's a pain of Bengalis. There's a pain of Sindhis. Then there's to be politics pragmatically, practically to be done. He's a political animal. He's to go with politics all the time. So he said, no, let's go. Okay, see that democracy is working or not. My father used to give a statement every time. There are great newspapers. I got one newspaper. उसमें लगा लो जी इनकी भी सुनिए. I mean, Tantic. This is a newspaper of that Urdu newspaper is giving a statement of two vice presidents together. Qazi Faiz Mohammad and Master Khan Gul was another vice president of the party. Lo ji inki bhi suniye. You can lo ji inki bhi suniye. Hey, listen to these. What are they? In that they are saying, no paper. We were completely kept bleak. There wasn't anything coming to us from what's happening except at BBC. But radio announcement came. Jaya, Bengalis are our brothers. हमने उनको आज़ाद किया. These were the ends on radio. We young guys, Raza and me and everyone is putting on radio. Lana tumhari shakal par. Because you got us to happen up this way. Na? If you will not make them live in a proper way, freedom is their right. If you are beating your wife like anything, divorce is a right. So I will stand not on so-called patriotism. I will stand on universal ethical norms and values. So that was a very happy day, but beneath that, there was a pain too. It's not that simple to speak because we lost freedom and everything for our peoples. You were our arm and limb in that struggle against dictatorships, against military dictators. If they had given Mujib to become prime minister, what Mujib would have done? He would have said, no, this Dhaka is capital of United Pakistan. What's harm in that? आदमियत जो होती है ना वो आपके खुद जो है खुल के नज़र आती है। मुझे बड़ा अफसोस है कहना, बड़े 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 ह्यूमन राइट्स के नाम जो थे वो उस वक्त चुप थे, खामोश थे। ठीक है ना, हमने तो जो कुछ था, अब ये इसलिए नहीं है कि मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, यकीन मानिए कि इट्स नॉट फॉर दैट कि यू हैव गिवन अस अवार्ड एंड आई शुड बी वेरी हैप्पी। माई लव इज़ फॉर नॉट दैट, माई लव इज़ नॉट हैविंग दैट रिलेशन यू गिव अस। Somebody wrote down on my Facebook that Qazi, your father was bigger than this award, because love was not for that. He said hardly any man, if he matches from Pakistan, is either Nizamani, such a scholar in Canada. There's only Habib Jalib or a few others. So he was a man of his own time. So he was above. So हमारा प्यार जो था, हमारी मोहब्बतें जो थी, वो किसी की मोहताज नहीं, किसी चीज़ के बाकी ये है कि अल्लाह करे वो आगे की नस्लों को, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को मिल जाए और उसमें से मिट्टी साफ़ हो जाए। और उसमें आपकी गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत हमारी मदद की है, बहुत हेल्प की है। इट इज़ ट्राई टू मेक द डस्ट go and the picture come clean. Those who stood by, people of Bengal, from Pakistan, and those thick and thin, this one of them was Qazi.